Hi, this is for Alice. In your most recent video, it's called Questions. Very good video. You were mainly asking how... I actually took notes. How did we jump... you're asking how did we jump from part-time to full-time? And I jumped from part-time to full-time because I'd had several setbacks, glare like crazy, and from those setbacks I realized that I have and I still have a filter in my brain that I use to pass as a guy. Although, frankly, I think I look more just like a guy in makeup, but both an alpha male filter, and as all filters are in our brains, they're not quite as good as the original. So I did a lot of stepping on toes and handled some situations very badly. Nothing legal or nothing. It's just I had setbacks because of it, let's just say. And I think I covered that in a previous video. And and after my last big one, I went, I can either A, go back in the closet, or B, I can just go forward with it and just do it. I used to have an aunt, and she used to always go, "You're my go with the flow type nephew." Who knew she should have been saying niece, huh? But, I saw it as I could either A, go back in the closet, or B, just go full time and deal with the consequences, because the way I looked at it was, I couldn't go back to part-time because then I'd be just going back into the whole fear thing. And if I went back into the closet, the fear thing's still there, if not even more, because a lot of the time you'll be pretending to be a guy. And the problems aren't resolving themselves. So for me, it wasn't so much a courage. It was... I said in a previous video, one of my earliest videos, that one of my greatest fears was being found out. It was my, and thankfully for me, I had a very good support from my parents. They talked with most of the family. They were a lot closer because if you haven't seen my thoughts on TG in life, it's sort of my way of looking at trans issues. And people saying it's a choice. It's not. I can see the hurt in your videos, and I just wish I wish I had the courage that you have when you make your videos, Alice, because you're like so honest. I don't even know. But I also have a very close friend. Her name's Stephanie. She's been in a couple of my previous videos, and she's my best friend. And she, she's helped me a lot. She teach me a little bit about shopping and stuff. Although, admittingly, she isn't all that girly. Although she's sort of becoming girly. She's getting ready to get married. She's pregnant. She has a baby on the way. Gonna be the training godmother. No, she never said that. But something I just joked with her about. But in all seriousness, I remember you mentioning your support. Sometimes the support staff, I'm assuming, is sort of like a group, a trans support group or something like that. And I've gone to some of those in the past, and they are very, very helpful. It's always good to network and know other people. Like me, I thought I was the only male in the world that liked dressing in women's clothes until the third year I was in the Army. I didn't have even a word to begin to describe what I felt inside. And I just thought I was alone. And it's so nice hearing the YouTube community and trans community in general, LGBT community, even though we're almost minority. But that's a topic for another video. But it's nice to know that you're not alone. Emotions felt and feeling. As with every single strong path in anyone's life, be it faith, working on some kind of philosophical or philosophy problem, or physics problem, or whatever, there are going to be times when you're going to question yourself. And that's when you know you're being true to yourself, because you're willing to not like the answer. And people have it in faith. They call it crises of faith. And you're going to have that along your way. I only transitioned a couple months ago, and I've already had several. I actually don't get called much on it. Maybe they just think I'm a weird looking goth dude, or a guy that carries a purse and wears makeup, or whatever. But other than people that knew me before I transitioned, no one's actually recognized me, at least from what I can tell. More often than not. I mean, I've caught some looks or whatever, but no one's actually stepped up and called me a dress-wearing sissy faggot or whatever. Might be that I'm built like a brick shithouse, but what did I got, boobs? Thank God for gynecomastia. Breath cards? I can't spell for shit. So, one quick thing about the hormones I wanted to bring up. You mentioned about how you used to lift weights, and although you're missing that mass, the muscle mass, but you still have some fat there, you're thinking that that might help with breast growth. But the thing is did you have any kind of breast growth before that? And the reason I ask is because the hormones will, over time they'll start to grow them, but a lot of the growth will come about due to your genetics. I mean, I had 40 B cups when I was in high school. My nickname was Knockers, and they grew naturally. Excuse me. I've been taking hormones off and on for a couple years. Unfortunately, when I've been taking the hormones, I haven't had insurance. So what I did was I looked up online excuse me, about hormone dosages and everything, and basically what I did was I looked up the dosage amount, and then I cut it in half and subtracted a little bit even from that. So by the beginning of February, I'm going to start seeing the endocrinologist, so that'll handle that. Courage. Where did I find the courage? Through my upbringing and my friends' stuff. Short, easy answer. And did I find it terrifying? I find it terrifying every day. But like I've said in the past, I'd rather deal with my own prejudices, or deal with other people's prejudices against me, than feeling prejudice towards myself. So that's why I transitioned. I know I rambled a lot, but hopefully some of it was helpful. So drop me a line if you ever need to talk. Stay soft, stay safe, stay frosty, and peace. Later.